Bruce Lee's kick was heading toward Muhammad Ali's ribs at impossible speed. Ali's hands shot out and caught the leg mid-flight. Time seemed to freeze. Ali held Bruce's leg, and Bruce balanced on one foot, and their eyes met. In that moment, both men had the same thought. What are we doing? Why are we fighting? Neither man had wanted this exhibition match. The promoters had pushed it. The media had hyped it. The crowd had demanded it. But Ali and Bruce were friends, mutual admirers, brothers in the study of combat. And in that frozen moment, with Bruce's leg in Ali's hands, and 18,000 people screaming, both men made the same choice: friendship over spectacle. What happened next became legendary not for the combat, but for the courage to stop the combat. It had started 6 months earlier with a phone call from a Las Vegas promoter. The idea was simple but explosive: Muhammad Ali versus Bruce Lee, an exhibition match for charity. The promoter pitched it as the fight of the century: boxing versus martial arts, the greatest versus the dragon. Ali's first response was immediate. No. Bruce is my friend. I'm not fighting my friend for entertainment. Bruce Lee, when approached separately, said almost the same thing. Muhammad is someone I deeply respect. This feels wrong. But the promoter was persistent. It's for charity, he argued. Children's hospitals. You'd be raising millions for kids who need help. And it's just an exhibition, controlled, safe, a demonstration of your skills. Nobody gets hurt. The charity angle changed everything. Both men had a soft spot for children's causes. Ali had visited countless hospitals. Bruce had done the same. If they could raise serious money by simply stepping into a ring together, how could they refuse? Fine, Ali finally said. But I'm not really fighting Bruce. We'll make it look good, but it's for show. Bruce agreed to the same terms. Controlled contact only. This is a demonstration, not a war. The problem was, nobody told the media that. The promoter, seeing dollar signs, hyped the event as if it were a real fight. WHO would win. The posters screamed. Size vs speed. Boxing vs Kung Fu. The debate ends here. Newspapers ran technical breakdowns. Sports shows hosted heated debates. Boxing analysts said Ali's size and power would overwhelm Bruce. Martial arts experts claimed Bruce's speed and versatility would confuse Ali. The hype machine created a bloodlust that neither Ali nor Bruce wanted. 3 days before the event, Ali called Bruce. Have you seen what they're saying about us? I've seen it, Bruce replied. They want us to hurt each other? I'm not doing that, Ali said firmly. Neither am I, Bruce agreed. So what do we do? Ali asked. There was a long pause. Then Bruce said something that planted a seed. We give them what they need, not what they want. Ali thought about that. What do they need? They need to see that two fighters from different worlds can respect each other. They need to see that combat isn't about destroying your opponent, it's about perfecting yourself. Ali smiled on his end of the phone. Bruce, you're deeper than my mama's Sunday prayers. Bruce laughed. Let's show them something they've never seen before. The Las Vegas sports arena was packed on fight night. 18,000 people had paid premium prices for seats. The energy was electric, aggressive, hungry. People hadn't come to see a demonstration, they'd come to see a fight. They wanted to know whose style was superior. They wanted blood. In Ali's dressing room, Angelo Dundee was wrapping Ali's hands and shaking his head. Muhammad, this is the strangest fight I've ever prepared you for. You keep telling me not to train you for combat. Because it's not combat, Angie, Ali explained. It's education. Me and Bruce are going to teach these people something. Teach them what? Ali smiled. That there's something more impressive than winning a fight. It's choosing not to fight. Angelo didn't understand, but he'd learned over the years to trust Muhammad's instincts. In Bruce's dressing room, Bruce was doing a similar thing with his team. Don't expect me to try to win, he told them. Expect me to try to teach. When the ring announcer called both men to the center for the pre-fight instructions, the crowd noise was deafening. Ali stood at 6'3", 215 pounds of heavyweight power. Bruce stood at 5'7", 140 pounds of compressed speed and precision. The size difference was dramatic. The referee gave standard instructions. This is an exhibition match. Controlled contact. If I see anything dangerous, I stop it immediately. Touch gloves and come out respecting each other. Ali and Bruce touched gloves, and Bruce whispered something that only Ali could hear. Remember, we're brothers first. Ali nodded. Brothers first. The bell rang for round 1, and the crowd erupted. Ali and Bruce circled each other carefully. Despite their private agreement, both men were professional fighters with deeply ingrained instincts. When you step into a ring, your body knows what to do. Ali threw a testing jab. Not full power, but enough to gauge distance. Bruce slipped it with that impossible speed that had made him famous. The crowd gasped. Bruce had made Ali miss, and made it look easy. Ali smiled and nodded, impressed despite himself. You really are that fast. Bruce smiled back. You really are that long. Your reach is incredible. For the next 60 seconds, they engaged in what looked like legitimate sparring. Ali's jabs came out smooth and fast. Bruce's hands deflected them with precision that seemed superhuman. Bruce threw a combination, 4 punches in under a second, and Ali blocked 3 of them, but the 4th one slipped through. It landed clean on Ali's jaw. The crowd exploded. Bruce Lee had just punched Muhammad Ali in the face. Ali's head snapped to the side from the impact. It wasn't a hard punch. Bruce had pulled it significantly. But it was real contact, and it was clean. The speed had been too much even for Ali to fully react to. Ali touched his jaw. Surprised. Bruce immediately held up a hand in apology. Sorry, I pulled it but… No, Ali interrupted, smiling wider. That was fast. Do that again. I want to see if I can catch it. The crowd couldn't hear this exchange, but they could see both men smiling, treating this like a game between friends, rather than a war between enemies. They reset and continued. Bruce threw another combination. Ali blocked it better this time. Then Ali countered with a straight right that Bruce ducked under so quickly it looked like the punch had gone through empty air. The crowd was loving it, but not for the reason Ali and Bruce wanted. People were screaming for blood, analyzing who was winning, calculating who would dominate if this was a real fight. 90 seconds into the round, Bruce decided to show the crowd what martial arts could really do. He feinted high, then spun into a spinning back kick aimed at Ali's ribs. A technique that would be devastating at full power, but that Bruce was throwing at maybe 30%. But even at 30%, with Bruce Lee's speed behind it, the kick was coming fast. Ali's boxing instincts took over. His hands shot down and caught Bruce's leg mid-flight, stopping the kick completely. Time froze. Ali held Bruce's leg. Bruce balanced on one foot. Their eyes met. And in that frozen moment, the reality of what they were doing crashed down on both of them simultaneously. Ali was thinking, I'm holding Bruce Lee's leg. I weigh 100 pounds more than him. I could slam him down right now. I could hurt my friend to satisfy these people's bloodlust. What am I doing? Bruce was thinking. Ali caught my kick like it was nothing. The power difference is exactly what we both knew it would be. We're proving what the world wanted us to prove, that size and power can dominate speed and skill. But that's not the truth. That's not what combat is about. What are we doing? The crowd was screaming. People were standing. Some were yelling, "Slam him." Others were chanting, "Ali." The bloodlust in the arena was palpable. Ali looked down at Bruce's leg in his hands. He looked at Bruce's face. Bruce looked back at him. Neither man spoke, but in that moment of eye contact, they had an entire conversation. Are we really doing this? No. This is wrong. Then what do? We stop. Right now? Right now. Ali gently, almost tenderly, set Bruce's leg down on the canvas. He didn't slam it. He didn't push Bruce back. He carefully placed Bruce's foot back on the ground, as if he were setting down something precious. Then Ali opened his arms. Bruce stepped forward into the embrace. 18,000 people, who had paid to see violence, watched Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee hug in the middle of the ring. The crowd's reaction was confused at first. The roar died down to murmurs. What's happening? Why did they stop? Is someone hurt? Ali held up one finger to the referee, asking for a moment. Then he walked to the ring announcer and held out his hand for the microphone. The arena went silent. Curious. Can I talk to y'all for a minute? Ali said into the mic, his voice carrying through the arena. I know you paid good money to be here tonight. I know what you wanted to see. You wanted to see me and Bruce fight. You wanted to know who would win, the boxer or the kung fu master. Size versus speed, the debate everyone's been having. The crowd murmured in agreement. But here's the thing, Ali continued. Me and Bruce, we got a problem. We respect each other too much to give you what you want. We looked at each other just now, and we both realized the same thing. This is stupid. We're friends. We admire each other. We learn from each other. And we're not gonna hurt each other just because it would be entertaining. Bruce had walked over and was standing next to Ali, nodding. Ali handed the microphone to Bruce. Bruce took a breath before speaking. Muhammad and I are both fighters. We both know combat. But true martial arts isn't about destroying your opponent. It's about perfecting yourself. And the highest form of combat isn't winning a fight. It's having the wisdom and courage to avoid unnecessary fighting. The crowd was listening now, the confusion giving way to curiosity. So here's what we're going to do instead, Ali said, taking the mic back. For the next 20 minutes, me and Bruce are going to show you something nobody's ever seen before. We're going to teach each other, right here in this ring. I'm going to show Bruce some boxing. He's going to show me some martial arts. And you're going to see what happens when two different styles come together, not in conflict, but in friendship. There was a moment of uncertain silence. Then someone in the crowd started clapping. Then another person. Then more. Within seconds, the applause spread through the entire arena. For the next 20 minutes, Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee put on a demonstration that had nothing to do with fighting and everything to do with mastery. Ali showed Bruce the sweet science of boxing, the footwork, the angles, the way a jab could control distance and set up power punches. Bruce asked questions like a student, absorbing knowledge, occasionally demonstrating how martial arts would handle the same situation. Bruce showed Ali martial arts techniques. Kicks from angles Ali had never considered, hand strikes that targeted pressure points instead of just creating impact. The philosophy of using an opponent's force against them. Ali tried the movements, his boxing-trained body adapting with surprising speed. The crowd watched, mesmerized. This wasn't what they'd paid for, but it was something better. They were watching two masters at the peak of their crafts share knowledge with genuine respect and joy. The violence they'd craved had been replaced with something more impressive, wisdom. At one point, Bruce threw a kick in slow motion, and Ali caught it, just like before. But this time, Ali gently set the leg down and said into the microphone, "See that? Bruce could hurt me with that kick if he wanted to. But he doesn't want to, because we're not enemies. And that's what I want everyone here to learn tonight. Just because you can hurt someone doesn't mean you should." The demonstration ended with both men bowing to each other, then raising each other's arms in a draw. The crowd gave them a standing ovation that lasted 5 minutes. After the event, sports writers struggled with how to cover it. Some called it a disappointment, the fight that never was. But most recognized it for what it actually was. A statement about respect, wisdom, and the courage to disappoint expectations in order to do what's right. The charity raised over $2 million for Children's Hospital, more than any fighting event had raised that year. In the weeks that followed, Ali and Bruce both did interviews about the event. People wanted to see us fight, Ali said, but me and Bruce decided to show them something better than fighting. We showed them friendship. We showed them that two people from completely different worlds can respect each other and learn from each other. If a boxer and a martial artist can do that, why can't countries do that? Why can't races do that? Why can't people do that? Bruce echoed the same sentiment. The easiest thing would have been to give them what they wanted, a fight. But Muhammad and I chose the harder thing. We chose to teach instead of destroy, and I think the crowd understood. They came for violence, but left with wisdom. That's the real victory. The event became legendary, not for the 90 seconds of sparring, but for the moment both men chose to stop. The image of Ali gently setting down Bruce's leg became iconic, a symbol of restraint, wisdom, and the courage to choose friendship over spectacle. Years later, people who had been in the arena that night told stories about what they'd witnessed. Not stories about punches and kicks, but stories about the moment they watched two legends choose kindness over violence. "I came to see a fight," one spectator said. "I left understanding that the strongest men aren't the ones who can hurt others. They're the ones who choose not to." If this story of courage, wisdom, and choosing friendship over spectacle moved you, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Share this video with someone who needs to understand that true strength includes knowing when not to use your strength. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever had the courage to disappoint expectations in order to do what's right? Ring that notification bell for more stories about the choices that make legends truly great. Note this story is an inspirational work of fiction, based on the documented mutual respect between Muhammad Ali and Bruce Lee. While they never fought in an exhibition match, their real-life friendship and admiration for each other form the foundation of this narrative about choosing wisdom over violence.